3-1 through 2, proportional relationships. Proportional relationship is a relationship between two quantities where the ratio of one to the other is constant and they're at the same time. When we write the ratio is in the form y over x. So if I were to do y over x, top being x, y being the bottom every time, 3 to 1 equals 3. So 3 over 1 equals 3. So I need to find the number divided by 2. That will equal 3. 2 equals 3. Same for 6. The number I divide by 6 to equal 3. And what can I divide by 30? What can I divide 36 by? 12. 3. And then what can I divide by 20,000 to equal 3? That would be 60,000. This example is proportional because the ratio of miles to these is the same each time. So every time I did y over x, I got 3, so that makes sense. Proportional. All right, k is called the constant. Proportional relationship described with the equation y equals kx or k equals y over x. K is called the constant of proportionality. This is the number you get when you find the ratio. In our example, k is 3. So the equation, for example, is y equals 3x. The graph is proportional, starts at 0, 0, and is a straight line. So in the first one, it does not start at 0, 0, but it is in a straight line. Since it does not meet both criteria, it is not proportional. The second, it starts at 0, 0, and stays in a straight line, therefore it is proportional. And then the third, it starts at 0, 0, but it's not a straight line, so it is not proportional. And finally, the last, starts at 0, 0, stays in a straight line, therefore it is proportional. Has to meet both criteria to be proportional. Okay, so when a relationship is proportional, it's said to have direct variation. If you're given a table graph or word column to see if it's proportional or to see if it has direct variation, find k using k equals y over x. If k is the same for each ratio, then it is proportional, and yes, it has direct variation. All right, in the next example, Megan earns $12 an hour at her part-time job. Show that the relationship between the amount she earned and the number of hours she works is a proportional relationship. Then write an equation for the relationship. The first thing we're going to do is make a table. Okay, we have hours and dollars. Okay, so hours is going to be our x, and amount earned is our y. Okay, time is always on. It's always x. All right, so how many hours can she work? She can work 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe even 8 hours. So amount earned each hour. She worked 1 hour, she made $12. 2 hours, $24. 3 hours, 36. 4 hours, 48. And 8 hours, $96. All right. So once we get our table, we want to find k for each ratio. So k is y over x 96 over 8 equals 12. Okay, so let's pay the same each time, please. Is it proportional? Does it have direct variation? Yes, because we answered yes, so let's pay the same each time. I want to write this equation. The equation will be y equals 12x. Okay, the next one is a little cut off, but it says 15 bicycles are produced each hour at the speed bike works. Show the relationship between the number of bikes produced and the number of hours. It's a proportional relationship. Write the equation for the relationship. All right, just like the first, we're going to make a table. Hours again, time on top, and then bikes. Okay, it says in 1 hour you can take 15 bikes. So in 2 hours it makes 30. Let's change that. Let's make it a little bit bigger number. Let's go 5 hours. 5 hours, 75, 10, 50, 15 is 225. Okay. So once again, we're gonna find y over x. So y over x would be 1, 5 over 5, 150 over 10, and 225 over 15. And they all equal 15. So what is the equation? Well, we found that 15 is RK. It's going to be y equals 15x. All right, on the next, the table shows the relationship between temperatures measured on the Celsius and Fahrenheit scales. Is the relationship between the temperature scales proportional, y or y not? So the first thing you're going to do is find y over x for the information in the table. So I'm not going to use the first one, 0 over 32. I'm going to start with the second one because it started at 0. So anytime you divide by 0, you're going to get 0, so it's not going to do anything for it. So let's do the y over x. We're going to have 50 over 10 equals 5. And then you're going to have 68 over 20 equals 3.4. So right there, I have 5 and 3.4. So they're not the same. So it's not a proportional relationship. So no, those ratios are not the same. Are not the same. Okay. And below it says on a graph, points are plotted and labeled using x and y. X is the horizontal axis. Y is the vertical axis. So horizontal is across, vertical is up and down. Use points on the graph to find k equals y over x. Okay. If k is the same for each point, the relationship is proportional. It has direct variation. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Let's look at this example. The graph shows the relationship between the weight of an object on the moon and its weight on Earth. Write an equation for the relationship. So what we want to do is we want to label each point so we can find the ratio. So this one is goes by 6. It looks like 3, so that's 36. Goes up. That's 2, so that's 1. 6, 1. Then we're going to have 12, 2. Third is 18 over 18, 3. And the last is 35. Okay, so now we're just going to do y over x for each point. So the first number is the x, the second number is the y. So find k. Let's say 1 over 6, that's y over x. 6. 2 over 12. That reduces to 1 over 6. 3 over 18. Reduces to 1 over 6. And then the last is 5 over 30. Reduces to 1 over 6. Do not want to change those to decimals, but we could if they come out all the same. Only miss fractions. So is k the same each time? Yes. So now write the equation. So k equals y. That's backwards. I'm sorry. This is supposed to say y equals right here. Y equals kx. So y equals 1 over 6 x. Okay, next example. Your turn. Graph shows the relationship between the amount of time that a backpacker hikes and distance traveled. It wants to know, what does the 0.56 represent? What is the equation of the relationship? So once again, we're going to label the points. 5, 6. We have 10, 12. And 15, 18. X, Y, X, Y, X, Y. So we want to put that in y over x form. K equals, we're going to have 6 over 5. We're going to have 12 over 10. That reduces to 6 over 5. 18, 15 reduces to 6 over 5. These are all the same, and they are my k. So let's go ahead and answer what is the equation. We found our k, so y equals 6 over 5 x. Now, what does 0.56 represent? So at 5.6, he has in 5 hours, he traveled 6 miles. Start with your x. Time in 5 hours, go up, that he traveled 6 hours. Or you say 6 miles hiked in 5 hours. Okay. Alright. It says, make sure you get all these notes copied down for class on Monday.